Yes, we're back with the next Premier League roundup, and this week produced some great games. Arsenal started off the week with a win over Newcastle, sending the Toons now 6 points below the cut-off point as the gap enlarges. Dean Smith remains unbeaten and so does Gerrard, with the latter doing so with a win over Crystal Palace. Liverpool played Southampton in complete domination as their title charge continues to be a fierce one. Burnley against Spurs was postponed due to the heavy snowfall, and we saw Jorginho give away a goal and then convert from the spot in a tight game at Stamford Bridge. Here's the Premier League roundup. North London welcomed Newcastle in a game that saw many chances go to waste, as well as heroic from Aaron Ramsdale, the keeper in magnificent form at the moment. Aubameyang missed a tap-in on the far post just before half-time, and at the break it was level at 0-0. The Gunners took the lead through Saka as he scored a clean shot across the face of goal to put them 1 up, and Martinelli scored with his second touch off the bench 10 minutes later, meaning Arsenal are now in 5th place, on level points with 4th placed West Ham. Newly appointed manager Steven Gerrard took charge of his second game with Aston Villa, and he took it with pride as his team won 2-1. One surprise is Gerrard's liking to Ashley Young, who could be seeing a bit of a revival of his career under the new manager. Despite having more of the ball and equal shots on target, Crystal Palace only managed to score 1 in the 95th minute, which means both teams are now on level points with 16. Carrow Road saw Bruno Lage's Wolves come and play as the game ended 0-0, with the most eventful chance being Pukki running with the ball one-on-one with Jose Sarr, but he could not manage to generate enough power. Liverpool against Southampton saw the Reds win by 4-0. Jota scored within the first 2 minutes, as well as doubling his tally in the 32nd. Thiago got 2-2 for his side via a heavy deflection, and Van Dijk scored against his former side in the 52nd minute. As Chelsea dropped points, Klopp has his side in 3rd place, 5 points on top of 4th, but only 2 off the top. It's key to realise that AFCON is not far away, and this will see the likes of Salah and Mane leave the side temporarily, which means they will have to cope without them. The final game on Saturday saw a second goalless draw between Brighton and Leeds, which means the Seagulls, after a good start to the season, have gained 6 points in their previous 8 Premier League games, none of which were wins. Furthermore, they have only scored 5 times over those games, which may point Graham Potter in the direction of looking for a forward to bring in their next transfer window. On to Sunday, where Brentford played Everton and the Bees were victorious 1-0 as Ivan Toney converted from the penalty spot, subsequent to Townsend's high boot on Onyeka. Everton are now without a win in their last 7 games, losing 5 of them. Yes, you could mention the injury to their starman Calvert-Lewin, but such poor form cannot be excused. Progress needs to be made and fast, or Benitez may be looking at whether he can keep his job or not. Manchester City played West Ham and Gundogan tapped in the lead after only 33 minutes. 2 goals in injury time, one from either side, made the final score 2-1, with Fernandinho scoring and giving away a goal via a mistake, although nothing can be taken away from the fact that it was a stunning goal from Manuel Lanzini. 1 point off the top. Pep's side seem to be doing well, although the same cannot be said for the Hammers, who have lost their previous 2 games. Burnley against Spurs was called off after heavy snowfall meant that it would be a difficult match to maintain. When it will be played is unknown, especially as this is already the busiest time of the Premier League calendar. Now to the King Power Stadium, where Leicester played against Watford. James Maddison scored first to give the Foxes the lead, but Josh King put away a penalty in the 30th minute to even out the score. A man who has not been on the mark recently got his goal tally back up as Jamie Vardy put 2 away before half-time to give the home side a 2-goal cushion. Dennis scored in the 61st minute, meaning the comeback was well and truly on, only for Ademola Lookman to spoil the Hornets' dream 7 minutes later as it finished 4-2. After a win against Manchester United last time out, Ranieri's men hoped to build upon good form but couldn't, meaning this is their 8th loss of the season. For Leicester, they are 10th, 2 points off 6th, which is the Europa League spot that they may be aiming for this season. The last match on Sunday and for the week was Chelsea against Manchester United, and was probably Carrick's second and final game in charge, as it seems Ralf Rangnick is set to take over for the rest of the season. When the team news was received, it was to much shock that Cristiano Ronaldo had being benched, and in a game as big as this, many eyebrows were raised. A tactical speak from Carrick that many did not approve of, especially as he was playing at midfield 4 of Matic, McTominay, Fred and Bruno Fernandes. Yet, despite all the pressure, Man United held on for the first half, and after 45 minutes it was level at 0-0. One of Chelsea's set pieces from Reece James was cleared, and the Jorginho error, something that Jadon Sancho pounced on, and he slotted home his first in the league for Man United. 2-2 for the winger. It seems as if his season is about to be up and running. However, with one of the corners, as Thiago Silva attempted to make a pass, Wan-Bissaka kicked him in the back of the ankle, conceding a penalty in which Jorginho tucked away, and he made the scoreline 1-1. Possible redemption? A mistake from Edouard Mendy nearly resulted in a goal, but Fred wastefully attempted to trip the keeper and couldn't manage to. With what seemed to be ending as a draw, one last chance came as the ball fell perfectly to Antonio Rudiger, who had previously in the match made a great strike only for David De Gea to save, but this time he was completely unmarked at the back post. He swung at the ball, but it went completely wide, and the match concluded 1-1. Several chances had also fallen to Timo Werner throughout the game, but he could not manage to put them away. All in all, it definitely feels like 1 point gained for United and 2 lost for Chelsea, who will feel this as a dent in their search for the title. Praise was given to players like Matic, Hudson-Odoi, Fred, McTominay and Ziyech, who all had good games. With only 2 days to spare, the Premier League returns tomorrow with some massive fixtures. First you have the Merseyside derby, an Everton side who can't seem to get any positive result at the moment, and they go against Liverpool, the polar opposite, who have the most in-form front three in Europe. With that being said, form seems to disappear in derbies, but I just can't see Liverpool dropping points in this game. In fact, I think they are going to beat them by 3 goals as well as keeping a clean sheet. 2 teams that dominated Premier League football in the noughties go head to head in Manchester United and Arsenal. Arteta had been performing significantly well recently, with exception to their 4-0 loss to Liverpool last week out, and this could be Rangnick's first game in charge, although this does seem to be in question still. Man United have not beaten Arsenal in the league for quite some time, but I think they will win this time, especially as it is at Old Trafford. I am going for a 3-1 win to the Red Devils. Their squad has to start performing soon, and this is the perfect game to start. That's all for this week, but don't forget to like and subscribe to the video and catch up on all of my latest videos. But until next time, goodbye.